Hello and welcome to Take Time to Think. My name is Ted Stutter. I'm a retired Marine Colonel and I'm working in conjunction with the Marine Corps University Foundation and the Marine Corps University Alumni Association to produce this short 4-part video series called Take Time to Think. Guys, the bottom line up front is this is designed to help you and your family prepare for your transition. But before we get started, I would ask that you would go to my website. It's tedstutter.com. Look under the Books tab, and there you can download your free copy of the Take Time to Think workbook. And you can use that workbook as we are going through the video series, and more importantly, so you can talk with your family and have a place to jot down your thoughts, your ideas, and to really set your priorities. Guys, before you start your resume, before you start your networking, please take some time to think. Set your priorities in order to help you and your family make this transition a lot smoother and a lot easier. I owe you an introduction at this point. As you can see here, I always wanted to be a Marine, even as a child. Right after high school, I went to Parris Island. I started off my Marine career as a young Marine private. I had an opportunity to go to the University of Georgia, and when I graduated, I was commissioned as a Marine officer. And I would serve 25 years as a commissioned officer in the Marine Corps. You can see my family who's been beside me throughout this whole journey, my wife, Melissa, our daughter, Alexis, and our son, Ward. And then when I retired from the Marine Corps, I joined Home Depot. So guys, as far as experience is concerned, you can see my Marine Corps experience, which is fairly typical of a Marine artillery officer moving through the ranks. I think what is most germane, though, is the Home Depot experience. As you guys know, Home Depot is a Fortune 25 company. And I've had the opportunity to work with Home Depot for the past 6 years since I retired from the Marine Corps. I also have served on the board of directors for our military appreciation group. And the capacity that I had in staffing and in talent acquisition combined with the work I did with board of directors allowed me to talk to veterans and companies all across America concerning transition and transformation. And that's really where we'll start our conversation today. You might be asking, why in the world are we doing this, and where did Take Time to Think come from? Well, I wrote this book, and it's called Depot to Depot. And I'm going to stop for just a minute and tell you, Depot to Depot is a book designed for guys like us to help us better understand the transition and the ultimate transformation that has to take place as you're moving into corporate America. But as I was writing Depot to Depot, I realized that there needed to be a companion piece to go along with it, something that provided more detail like a workbook. And so as I wrapped up Depot to Depot, I put together this short workbook called Take Time to Think, the companion piece. You know, it's funny, guys. You're probably like me. You think you can do anything in the world. Just give me a task and I will go accomplish it. And you absolutely can. But what I, along with a lot of other veterans, have found, there are a lot of people out there that want to help you. But unless you can narrow that down a little bit, instead of saying, I can do anything, to narrowing down the scope of what you really want to do, it makes it hard for people to help you take that next step. Also, thinking about what industry or what role you want to have also plays a big part of this. So often, we all just say, I just want to be in charge. I've been a leader all my life. Put me in charge and I'll make it happen. Well, gang, being in charge is not a job description in corporate America. So again, you have to narrow some of these thoughts and ideas down. And that's the purpose of Take Time to Think, is to help us narrow down these choices and to help us narrow down what our next step might be. So let me take you into Take Time to Think. So we're rolling to part 2, laying the foundation. Laying the foundation really has 3 parts: our family, our values, and our finances. As we start to think about that transition of what it could look like, we need to make sure that these 3 things, our family, our values, and our finances, are all in line and that we all have a common understanding of where we stand as a family unit. And then we can build off of this foundation. Part 3 and Part 4 go together. Part 3 and Part 4 will take 6 different considerations, and we'll talk through these considerations. And then we'll rack and stack these considerations. Now, these considerations, and you can see what they are right here, these considerations are different for everybody. And that's okay. There's no right or wrong answer. Again, you and your family just need to be in sync with what your number 1 priority is, down to what your number 6 priority is. In Part 3, we'll talk about our location, company, and role or title. And then we'll go into Part 4, which we'll talk about industry type, professional growth opportunities, and the level of effort and commitment that you and your family are willing to put in to your second career. And at the end of Part 4, we will have a nice sequenced priority of what you and your family want to focus on in this transition. Gang, I look so forward to working with you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us in this very important discussion. If you have any questions or you just want to reach out at any time, please look at the contact page here. Reach out. I would love to talk with you. I look forward to our next conversation. I hope you have a great day.